In my recent Orphix Venom guide video, I did say that the best cornbot in terms of damage in this mission is Void Rig, and I did sideline Bonewidow in that video, which is probably one of my biggest mistakes. This cornbot hits like a truck if modded well. On top of that, Bonewidow is very tanky compared to Void Rig. Her meat hook ability alone can help you restore health faster than the enemy's damage in the Orphix Venom event. Another thing that is very unique with this cornbot is that she can hit the armored Orphix at any angle. You don't need to aim for its eye, and you can just whack the thing with your heavy stick. And mind you, her Ironbride Exalted when modded well, will dish out constant decent damage per second. At my current build setup, I can go around 24k to even 40k plus damage per hit, and the best part is, her fourth ability is very energy efficient. In fact, I have tried running with a team with no Hildren, and the energy orbs dropped by the enemies are enough to keep Ironbride active throughout the whole mission. Honestly, I admit that I was wrong saying that Void Rig is the best for this event. Both of these cornbot does deal decent damage to the armored Orphix, and they can both be effective in this mission. One of the main problems I have with Bonewidow is reaching that armored Orphix, which spawns sometimes in unreachable spots. After a couple of former, the additional engine, and jump height mod solved this problem. I can reach any armored Orphix right now wherever they spawn. Just a quick tip though, if an armored Orphix spawn high, and you need to glide to whack it with your Ironbride, try to aim up, or else, you will trigger the slam animation. Before we proceed with the build, I would also like to elaborate on how awesome her meat hook ability is when it comes to survivability in the Orphix Venom event. First of all, meat hook has a 39% health conversion rate when you have cornbot intensify in your build. This is enough to regenerate your health faster than enemies can damage Bonewidow in the event. The Endurance Orphix Venom event has 36 waves of sentient anomaly that you must fend off before they take full control, and the enemies will be around level 110 at the final wave. The amount of damage, and as well as survivability that Bonewidow has is more than enough to go full 36 waves without breaking. And that's not all. The meat hook ability is reliable when it comes to survivability because not only it can skewer normal factions like Corpus and Grineers, but you can also punch a hole in the sentient's heart if they have one. With the exemption of those flying creatures which used bottles as it's spelt called the Aerolist, you can't skewer these sentients, but you can easily take them down with your Ironbride. Just like the armored Orphix, the Aerolist can be taken down by Ironbride at any angle. The downside of using Bonewidow is former count. Well, if you are looking for a long-term investment, then this is not a downside. What do you mean, squad leader? Aside from Operation Orphix Venom, this cornbot can easily and efficiently do specific missions which we will discuss in another video. For now, let's focus on the Orphix Venom Bonewidow. So basically, you will need to put at least 5 former on Bonewidow to put all the necessary mods for the Orphix Venom event. Vitality and Fiber are obviously for survivability, Intensify is for the increased health conversion rate of meat hook, and as well as bonus damage on Ironbride. This pairs well with the cornbot version of Pressure Point, which gives out 60% more melee damage to your Ironbride. Streamline and Continuity are for energy efficiency on your fourth ability, while the cornbot Rage will allow you to regain energy when your health gets hit. This is perfect for Bonewidow, since she has a way to restore health with the help of her first ability. Fury is for attack speed, and best paired with Furor on the arch melee for more attack speed, while cornbot Thrusters is a must-have for Bonewidow, as you will need to glide sometimes to reach and hit Orphix spawning in difficult-to-reach spots. Cornbot Hydraulics and as well as Reach are personal preferences. I put Hydraulics easily for the jump height as I've mentioned earlier, while Reach for the range, but you can replace it with any mods that you deem useful, since that +1 melee range doesn't make any huge difference. Moving on to the Ironbride build, you will need at least 4 former to copy this build. And it's basically a mix of critical and corrosive damage with some puncture on it. The armored Orphix is weak against corrosive and puncture, which is why I modded Ironbride this way. Clearly, I jumped to the conclusion that Void Rig was the best cornbot for the Orphix Venom event. I'm sorry for that, and I hope this video rectifies that mistake. I will be doing more cornbot experiments, plus other Warframe stuff. I admit that I have become sloppy on my content, as I was out of focus for a couple of months because of some real-life problems. Thankfully, we all sorted it out and Squad Leader is back to business. I'm hoping to put more quality content as quickly as possible. Thank you all for your support. Squad Leader signing off.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future.